Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a series that I call Road to 100K a month. Now in here I want to share my progress and lessons that I learn every week on Road to 100K a month with my businesses. I currently run 2 software businesses that I will explain later in the video what they're actually about. Of course, in the future there might also be new businesses that I launch. Now, if you need fast cuts and high dopamine, go back to TikTok. This will be quite informational, these videos. I also have faster cut videos like day in the life on my channel. I will link them down below in the video. We're back in Bangkok, baby. You might not see it, but this is the 22nd floor here of my condo. This is like a super nice duplex condo. Just returned from Bali yesterday and I couldn't be happier. This city is alive and the progress already made in one day here is insane. I will update you shortly. All right, let's start with business growth. I just arrived back from Bali yesterday and the 6 weeks I spent in Bali were nice and so on. But business-wise, I didn't make that much progress. I actually closed 0 new clients in these 6 weeks, which was kind of frustrating, to be honest. But one day back in Bangkok and I already closed a new client. I don't know if it's about this city. I think it's about this city, but this is great. Now I have a place where I definitely know, okay, if I'm here, I'm going to make cash. Now some business stats to both of my software companies. Genie AI has 381 subscribers and Setter AI has 16 B2B subscribers. I should tell you what my software businesses actually do. I actually have 2 AI software businesses. The first one that you may remember from a previous video is AskGenie.ai, a simple WhatsApp chatbot that I have actually not worked on at all for like the last 1.5 years. It's just running on autopilot and making money, and it has now amassed over 400,000 users. Pretty amazing. The beautiful thing about software businesses is that customers usually pay you on a monthly basis. That means once you acquire a customer and once they signed up for you and they like your product, they usually don't cancel. And then you get month over month new payments coming in because they want to use your service. That creates monthly recurring revenue. That is just beautiful. My other AI software business is in the B2B sector. It's called Setter AI and it's an AI phone appointment setter. What does that mean? What does it actually do? It means that it can take phone calls, make phone calls for businesses to book them more appointments. And this process is very vital for the business, that this person calls up very fast, because otherwise the lead, the person who's interested, may forget about the business, loses interest, and so on. And the problem usually is that people are very slow to respond to this. Sometimes it takes up to days to call up the leads. And I realized that this is also a very monotonous job. It's usually just a 2-minute conversation. You read like a script and trying to book a call with them. So I saw the development of AI and I saw, okay, this is getting really good, voice AI. And now it's actually possible to make phone calls in the same quality as if a low-skilled human worker is doing that job. So I started this 4 months ago. And we're bootstrapping this. We didn't raise any money, so we have all the ownership of the business, but we already have some amazing customers who do over 30,000 calls per month with our software, which is amazing. Before they couldn't even handle that. And now the AI just calls up the leads and books them into their calendar. Yeah, that's to Setter AI. All right, to my personal brand growth on YouTube, we are at 5,500 subscribers. We gained about 300 in the entirety of June from just 2 uploads, which is definitely not enough. But better than nothing. Instagram, roughly 2,500 new subscribers in June because of the 3 Bangkok reels that I uploaded the last time I was in Bangkok. It's Bangkok again, right? They netted over 2.5 million views, just 3 reels. Pretty amazing. Now, honest update, in these 6 weeks where we closed 0 new clients for Setter AI, I was a bit frustrated and often questioned myself about what am I actually doing here? Is this the right business to do? And actually every founder in every business that you start, will go through this phase. And this brings me to the lesson of the week, how to overcome the valley of despair. Now, if you can overcome this, you can literally outwork 99% of people. Let me explain it. So there are 5 phases, okay, that every founder goes through. First, You start with, first you have a great new business idea. You start with optimism. You're like, yes, this is it. Now, this is going to be the business idea. Okay, I'm going to be super, super, super wealthy. And this is amazing. Let's start. Day one. Great. This can keep on going for a few weeks, months, and like, yeah, this is amazing. You design your new website, you make your new logo and whatever. Then you realize it's harder than you thought it would be. You enter the second stage, uninformed pessimism. You think like, maybe this hasn't been that good of an idea, or maybe I'm not the right fit for this idea, even though you carefully selected this idea in the beginning probably already. You start questioning yourself, okay? Now we enter the hardest phase. And if you can overcome this, you are literally better than 99% of people, because most people quit exactly here, literally exactly here. This phase 3 is called Valley of Despair. Everything is shit here. You may have already closed some customers. Maybe they all wanted a refund. You think your product just sucks. You think you're not the right fit for this idea. And then the worst of worst happens to all entrepreneurs is you go on YouTube, you go on Instagram, and you see all these other people doing better than you. You go on YouTube and the start page is full of like, oh, I make 100K a month with just selling JPEGs on Shopify or something. You're like, damn, this sounds so good. Or you see some dropshipping gurus wanting to sell you their course, okay? And this is called shiny object syndrome, okay? Every entrepreneur will get this at some point, because you will compare your business to other people's business and you think their business is better than your business, okay? No, it's not easy, but the best thing to do in this situation is just like shut off social media. Don't look at it too much, because what happens if you give in to the shiny object and you actually start a new business at this moment, or while you're in the valley of despair of your current business, that means you're entering a downtrend, okay? Because that means you start at the bottom basically of this graph and you enter a new business, you're optimistic again, you're hyped up again for a new business. You realize then again, it's harder than expected. You enter the next valley of despair, and like this, you enter a downtrend, okay? So do not give in. Stay focused on your current mission and try to overcome this valley of despair. And it can take longer than expected. Like there are startups who are in there for years, literally, okay? I do not recommend being in there for too long because it's not nice, obviously, right? But just you already knowing that this will happen before you can enter phase 4 and 5, right? The optimism again, and then the success finally. You will go through this. In every business, you will go through this. And you already knowing that this exists and that every founder goes through this, and if you just can overcome this hard period of time where it will definitely suck, then you are already better literally than 99% of founders, because they give up right here. All right, big win this week. Finally closed another client of 6 weeks of no new business, which was really, really tough, only recurring payments. And something to think about for you, where on these 5 stages are you right now? Can you identify it and draw conclusions from it? Also, shout out to Jay Howitt. This video is inspired by him because he has a very nice weekly update video for his followers. Thank you very much for tuning in this Sunday, and see you next week. Cheers from Bangkok.